up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be getting ready for the Christmas Tree World Championship tonight. I'm not racing in the event. I'm just going down solely to test. But we're going to go over Moonshine, nut and bolt the car, make sure everything is good, motor, everything is healthy. So we're going to nut and bolt everything else under the car, and we're going to go ahead and give you all a rundown of what all is done to Moonshine. All right, guys, so I see in a lot of comments, a lot of you guys are curious what all is kind of done setup wise, what do we got in here, and all that stuff. So I'll give you a little bit of a rundown. So we have a Gen 5 L83 out of a 16 Silverado. It's a stock block. It's got a Cali center counterweighted crankshaft in it. It's got a set of Manley billet I-beam rods in it, a set of diamond pistons. I'm not sure on the full specs of the pistons. I don't remember. It was a while ago we built it, but stock cylinder heads. The motor that we had built with all that stuff in it, we ended up torching in Orlando, lifted the head, torched it. So those ported heads are being fixed, but I don't have them on here. So stock heads just has 750 lift valve springs in it. It's got a custom cam motion 3-bolt cam in it. VVT's deleted, DOD stuff is all deleted. We are on port injection only, so no direct injection. We are mechanical fuel pump, 550 injectors, BTR Trinity intake. We have an FIS 80mm class legal X275 turbo on here. Pretty much it for the motor. It's very, very simple motor. Everything is off the shelf parts. There's nothing really custom in this motor at all. It's all off the shelf stuff. It's got main studs, head studs, but nothing crazy. This motor actually has like mismatched head studs in it because it pulled threads. So some of these are actually half-inch, some of them are not. So we're pushing the motor, honestly, with the amount of boost we're putting to it. We're pushing it, but I don't really care. We're going to push it and see how far it'll go. Transmission is a 2-speed turbo 400 from RPM Transmissions, and we have a Circle D converter. It's a bolt together unit from Pete Nichols over there, and he's been working real close with us on getting this thing dialed in, and he has been a tremendous help to making this come together better. Once I had the motor and everything running good, his converter has done exactly what it's supposed to do. So we think we can get this car to dip into the 430 range, upper 430s, which I'll be super, super pumped with. So we're going to work on that tonight. Depending on track conditions, we'll try to lay some steam to it, see if we can't knock off a 10th off of our time, go a little bit faster. There's some area in the middle area right before the 330 mark where we can pick up a little bit, I think, as well as Pete. So we'll work on that. Rear end is a Tin Soldiers rear end housing. It's got a strange center section from our boys up at Quick Performance with a 411 rear gear. So that's your basic rundown of what's in here. And then TJ Wright Metalworks chassis. So as far as any other things on here, we got TRZ upper and lower control arms, Mensker front and rear shocks. Of course, we got TDM brakes on here, setting the whole thing off, making it stop real good. Going kind of fast in the 8th mile, you need brakes. RC component wheels, bunch of motion stuff in here. We got motion everywhere, valve covers, all our breather stuff, shifter, steering wheel, column, dash mount, all motion racework stuff, throttle body, everything. So all good quality parts, but nothing really custom other than like the chassis stuff. Obviously you got to build your own stuff, but the rest of the stuff is all stuff you can purchase online. So if you want to duplicate that combo, not hard to do. All right, guys, everything checks out. Everything's still tight. Snugged out the rear end a little bit. Wasn't coming loose, but some of them just need a little bit snug. This bar up here actually was a little bit, it wasn't loose, but the jam nuts were not tight. So I think the rear end actually shifted over a little bit, so I centered it back up because it was rubbing a little bit. So that is good. Everything else looks good. Everything important is tight. Trainee looks like the last outing, it just got a little hot and puked out of the overflow. Nothing looks like it's leaking terribly. This is just from where I just sprayed some stuff off the pan. Yep, everything looks good though. So I would really like to get a belly pan on this thing and just kind of cover all this stuff up. Probably to like right here, just cover all that stuff. A little aluminum pan on here, maybe carbon fiber, because I do have some of that left over. Just conceal everything so I don't have to run the engine diaper, because I really don't like the engine diaper. It doesn't fit real well on here, and it just gets eaten up by the flywheel flex plate. So yeah, we're gonna put this thing back on the ground, get it loaded on the trailer, head down south to Bradenton.
Why don't you just put normal hinges back on it?
It's a Jeep thing you wouldn't understand. Made it to the track. A bunch of people starting to show up already, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna leave the 456 tune that we had in it. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull a little bit of timing on the starting line, so it probably won't go 56. But the air is a little bit better, so I just wanted to plant the tire and we'll see what it does. If it goes well and the track stays pretty good, we'll wick it up. I might wick it up here out the back a little bit just to see. But I'm definitely going to pull some out of the starting line. So, but if the track stays good, we'll try and go a little faster tonight, see if we can't go another PB. it was still a little too hot.
Yeah, you're gonna have to turn it down on the lead, but top end it looked like it'd be pretty good.
I turned it down on the lead, just not enough.
Yeah.
I was hoping the track was gonna be stickier.
It looked like it was all over the place on top end.
Oh, dude, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I was like, we're good. That was probably the most smooth things I've ever seen.
Really?
Not bad, yeah. All right, so we're still way too hot on the starting line. When I rolled up and actually looked at it under the lights, I was like, I wish I had a knob in there so I could turn it down, but I don't have them in there yet. So I pulled 5 degrees out of the hit, lowered the boost a little bit, but it wasn't enough. So we're gonna probably, if I'm gonna run it again just for kicks, I may just throw like a 470 tune in it and just go down the track. But yeah, it's not there right now. They scraped it, so maybe after all these cars run, if there's not a bunch of pine needles, we might be able to get that to work. But that was a little hot, so we'll turn it down a little bit. It's still, even when I got back in and rode it out, it still went 148 mile an hour though, so it was riding on the big end. But we'll turn it down, get it to leave, and then have some fun tonight.
Left a dinosaur and wrapping paper all over the track. What?
What's up, bud?
Hey, bud.
So, first round W.
First round dub.
Yep, I just come
We
over
went down
here.
through there.
Yeah, we did. That was good. But yeah, your tree was full of sand, so
Yeah, I drug it a very long time.
So I knocked it out and blew it off with the blower,
Thanks,
and
man.
then wiped the rest of it off. So hopefully we'll be all right. Who are we? We're racing Ricardo. All right. So yeah, I did some stuff with the chip. I didn't change anything else. So
Make it not do that.
yeah, hopefully it doesn't do
Bup,
it. Yeah,
bup.
which is weird because it didn't do that last outing.
Sometimes it does that.
Yeah,
Sometimes it
weird.
doesn't.
It just stopped building boost, which was weird. Instead of continuing to build where it's supposed to go, it just stopped.
Said, I'm done here.
Yeah, I don't feel like it, which is weird because the air is pretty good. So,
So I'm going
Alright.
to take a break right now.
well, let's get another W.
Alright guys, I don't know if I'm gonna run again tonight. The track's kind of not really there. Like I could go down it, but I want to go fast, so I'd rather just save the motor and everything for another day.
Yeah.
Bro, what the heck happened?
She's not happy.
The trans?
No.
Oh.
Got 16 psi of oil pressure.
Oof.
I think that cracked piston finally cracked some more.
Yeah.
I had them though, even after the pedal.
Yeah, did it spin out there?
Yeah.
That was weird. Weird spot for this car. It never spins out there.
Yeah, so I might have just hit some on the track. So
Yeah.
out there, I pedaled it. When I got back in it, I left on him. I was out on him. When it spun, he came next to me. And when I got back in it, I started pulling on him again. But it was, so I just got at it.
Yeah. I wonder if it got ahead yet. Oh, no, you got oil
Fired it back
pressure.
up, and it's got down on some OPs. It doesn't sound the best.
Run it on the starter real quick.
Started the final starters.
Oh, okay. I wonder.
Dude, listen in here. I got a vibration. Listen.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got no. I changed oil last night and had 50 cold, had 45 hot after that first pass on
Yeah.
Island, and I got 11.
Oof. I wonder if what I was hearing was not. I thought it was your wastegate stuck open.
No, it was
okay.
that first pass, but now it's not.
Yeah. Solid.
But that piston's been cracked for the last like 4
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah, we're not being light on it either.
No, we're
What
not
did,
asking.
What did it go to the 60 on that one?
118. So it's been on one number to the 60.
Yeah.
Cleaner on the two-step.
Yeah. I just cleaned that up. I didn't add or do anything.
Well, the other day, you know, I tried to do some flame pop two-step stuff.
Yeah, there was some mixing of tunes in there.
And we had the thing make 5,000
yeah.
RPM. You got
Yeah.
the clip. We had to make 5,000 RPM, and it made 30,000 boost numbers
Yeah.
on the two-step, which is less than ideal. So that might have aided and assisted in this. But
Yeah, probably not.
this thing owes me nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and there's still a good parts.
I mean, I tuned that other car also, so it was
it's a win-win.
either way I won, but you know,
Yeah, it's a win-win.
I know he just won a PB, so
Yeah.
I'm sure he's happy.
I'm sure he's happy. Yeah.
Well,
It wasn't for a lack of not trying.
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna run again. I just,
The track's very,
yeah,
very like loose out there.
yeah,
so
I'm not
less than ideal.
trying to. It gets sketchy on the big end on a good track.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, next year. That was horrible.
684, 210.
Ricardo with the W at the 3rd annual Christmas Drags with a Dr.TuneEmAll tune in it. Didn't do a wheelie. Actually,
He did a giant wheelie for front.
oh, he did? Okay, that explains that. Well, guys,
Congratulations. Thank you. Congrats to you. Good job, man. Appreciate it. Brother Nathan, thank you for coming out in the middle of the night.
This is a shirt. That was what got you in trouble.
Is that what it is?
All right, guys, that's going to do it for Christmas Tree Drags. We actually had that Camaro on the dyno last night working out some bugs, so glad to see him take home the W. So congrats to Ricardo, getting the job done. So we're going to end that video off here. Car's loaded up. We're ready to head home. Appreciate you watching. As always, stay tuned. We'll see you in the next episode.